Love Island twist as two new bombshells enter villa. And it's more trouble for Joey Essex. Shock Love Island twist will send heads spinning as two bombshells enter the villa. And it's bad news for Joey Essex. The Sun can exclusively reveal the huge ITV2 show shakeup set to hit screens this week. A Love Island insider was first to tell us. Heads will be sent spinning in the villa as there are two new arrivals at a time when the Islanders least expected it. It comes as an even bigger shock to Joey as one of the bombshells is someone he knows. There is a link there that could spell problems for both him and Jesse. It won't be the first time Joey has encountered a face from the past in the Mallorca compound. He was partnered up with salon owner Samantha Kenny before Grace Jackson. A Manchester model with whom he has history on the outside world made a shock arrival. Yet things weren't to be, and Joey had his head turned by current partner Jesse. The source adds that all other couples should be wary too. They said, any Islanders hoping to cruise to the final now will have to think again, as these bombshells are super hot and guaranteed to shake things up. Traditionally, it's been hard for late arrival bombshells to make an impact, but that could all change with these two. It comes after viewers were given 15 minutes to vote for their favorite Love Island couple as Monday night's show wrapped. Voiceover Ian Sterling warned how the bottom-place couples would be at risk of being dumped from the island. The latest bombshells, Josh Oinson, 29, and Ruben Collins, 23, who stepped foot in the Mallorca compound last week, have certainly caused a stir already. Fans were left stunned after footballer Ruben revealed his real age. Yet they were equally gobsmacked when model Josh made a beeline and promptly took Mimi Inbaloo to the hideaway for a snog. The hunks picked Mimi, along with Yuma Jammy and Jesse Potts, for a tapas date so that they could get to know each other. Ruben chose Yuma in the explosive recoupling ceremony that followed, prompting her to quit the show with partner Will Anderson. Stunning flight attendant Lolly Hart then walked through the villa doors and picked Joey for a date, raising the eyebrows of his partner Jesse. So on past form, it's likely the new bombshells will again wreak havoc. While Sharon and Nicole, as well as Scene and Matilda, are closed off, the rest of the Love Island cast are technically single. This means plenty of scope for the show newbies to shake things up. What happened on Love Island last night? Episode 42 recap. It was time for another challenge. Things continued to heat up on Love Island 2024 last night, Monday 15th July, as the contestants were thrown into the infamous Snog, Marry, Pie challenge. The game sees each contestant tasked with choosing one person to snog, one person to marry, and one person to pie. And there was plenty of drama as each Islander made their decisions, wondering who chose who, whether any heads were turned, and whose feathers were ruffled. If you missed Love Island's most recent episode, RadioTimes.com has got you covered with the latest gossip, recouplings, and funny moments. Read on to find out everything that went down on Love Island Summer 2024 last night. What happened on Love Island last night? Episode 42 recap, Snog, Marry, Pie challenge sparked unexpected kisses. It was time for the Snog, Marry, Pie challenge during last night's installment of the show, as Grace received a text. Islanders, it's time to put your feelings out there and take it on the chin as you play Snog, Marry, Pie #pewdaring on it #ISomethepes. During the challenge, there was drama as Mimi chose to kiss her previous partner Ao, who recently ditched her to recouple with Cassette Amour bombshell Jess. I chose to snog this boy because we had a good connection while it lasted, and it just made the most sense for this game for me, I think, she explained, but Josh was left unsettled by her decision and later pulled her for a chat to discuss her feelings. Elsewhere in the game, Grace pied Joey amid their feud after he accused her of still liking him during Sunday night's episode. Joey also riled up Sharon when he chose to kiss his partner Nicole during the challenge, with Sharon swearing at him in a heated exchange once the game had finished. Could Joey be about to pivot again, or is he just stirring the pot? What happened on Love Island last night? Episode 41 recap. Joey and Grace locked horns in challenge. Last night's episode saw the drama ramp up as the Islanders were tasked with a challenge called Game, Set, Match, which saw them face a series of questions about their partners to test whether they're compatible. Grace and Joey ended up locking horns in a row after he accused her of lying about one of her answers. Asked who she would couple up with if she wasn't with Ruben, she said Josh, to which Joey said, "I feel like if Grace was being totally honest, she would have written my name." Grace told Joey to stop stirring the pot. But later in the game, Jesse said of Joey, "He doesn't like me being friends with Grace." Matilda added, "It's giving, Joey's not over the situation with Grace. You're so bothered about it." After the challenge, Jesse pulled Joey for a chat and admitted that he'd unsettled her by bringing up Grace in the challenge. Could the couple be on the rocks? What happened on Love Island last night? Episode 39 recap. A new bombshell made her way into the villa. After 6 back-to-back dumpings, it was a new day in the Love Island villa, and Ayo's head was scrambled. Mimi came over for a chat, and speaking about last night's dumping, she said, "When you guys were stood up there, I had a little tear. I was praying in my head, that they wouldn't say your name." Ayo asked, "It would have been easier for you if I would though, no?" Mimi answered, "No, I would have been upset." Sharon was to seek answers from Ayo after watching the flirtation and said, "Don't make me fish it out of you, mate. I think you should go for it." Elsewhere, Josh was turning up the flirt and had a surprise in store for Mimi. Ruben took Mimi up to meet Josh on the terrace, where he was waiting to surprise her with the Josh special of waffles and fresh fruit. Surprised by his actions, Mimi said, "Wow, wow, wow. I don't even know what to say right now, I'm shooketh." Josh explained, "I feel like over the first few days you've had a few rough days with Yuma going and Jess leaving yesterday, so I was like, let me do something to cheer her up a little bit, so I hope this brightens up your day." Mimi admitted, "This has made my whole day, thank you so much." Later that night, Joey received a text that read, "Boys, Lolly is at the hideaway retreat waiting to date 3 boys. Joey, she has chosen you first. Please make your way there now, #Vitgus listantly." As Lolly sat down for her first date with Joey, she didn't hold back. Explaining how she felt about Joey's couple with Jesse, she said, "I think your personality and my personality would go together to a T. But I have got something to say. You've kinda gone back in your shell a little bit from the beginning. Please correct me if I'm wrong. I feel like you're jokey, laughy, and fun, but since you've been with Jessie, she's a gorgeous, gorgeous girl. She's naturally beautiful, but I don't know if there's something missing between you both." Meanwhile, in the main villa, Jessie said to the girls, "If she can take him, then she can have him." What happened on Love Island last night? Episode 38 recap. 4 more Islanders were dumped from the villa. Emotions were running high following Uma and Will's exits from the villa, and later on Ayo pulled Mimi for a chat in the den to clear the air. Opening up, he said, "For me, personally, I can't sit here and save you. All of my feelings are lost. You haven't changed, you're still Mimi. I can't hide the way I feel about you, so it's not easy for me to see you go around this villa and see you chat to man, it will never be." Ayo then asked, "What was that saying that you had?" Mimi answered, "What is meant for you will never pass you." After a day of grafting and a saucy challenge, the villa was rocked by the news that the public had been voting for their favorite girl and favorite boy. The Islanders with the fewest votes were then told they were at risk of being dumped from the island, and those were Hugo, Blade, Ayo, Emma, Jess, and Jess S.